Hello and welcome to Wrestling and welcome to the Raw replay for the episode on November 26th. I think that's right. Now, everyone was telling me this was the worst Raw ever.
I won't go that far. It was bad.
I was just getting like messages saying, "Oh, don't watch Raw. It's rubbish. It's rubbish." Like, yeah, it wasn't great.
To be fair, you could have not watched Raw, and you wouldn't have missed anything.
Yeah, didn't really.
Nothing happened.
Progress anything, did it really?
No.
And it was all matches that we've seen a million times before and things like that. But I don't think it was. I think it was terrible.
No, and it started. I think like the last few of them have with Corbin in the ring with his new boys Lashley and Drew.
Mm-hmm.
Take the piss out of Braun for a little bit, don't they?
They shattered his elbow or something.
Yeah, something like that. I don't think he actually has.
No.
I think it's something to do with his bones. He's got like some shards of bones or something, and he's had to get them removed.
But that's the kayfabe injury.
Yeah, but I think Corbin was saying that the match with Braun will go ahead at TLC, and if Braun isn't there, then
that's going to be funny when they do that.
Yeah, if Braun isn't there, then he automatically wins, and he'll become general manager of Raw.
So do you think when they do it, because is Braun going to be all right to be there?
Apparently he's okay to be at TLC, yeah.
So he's going to turn up last minute.
So he'll turn up, won't he? To be fair, even if like I've seen Instagram videos of him already, like lifting weights and moving stuff with his elbow. So he's got another 3 weeks, hasn't he? So he'll be fine. Even if he just sort of comes down, power slams him, wins, and just squashes him. So that's what it should be, really. So
yeah.
There was a bad bit in this though when it cut to the medical scene.
Oh yeah, yeah. We'll now go over to Braun Strowman live in a medical centre.
Yeah.
And he was there with like a doctor.
Yeah.
Was he there with a doctor? Or was that Dean later on?
No, that was Dean. He was just sat there, weren't he? Looked like he was naked.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
It was bad.
Lights go down, and we both thought, because we've just discussed before we've gone live, that
I thought it was a big old Bray Wyatt returning.
Gone live. We're recording. What am I on about? Yeah, we both thought it was Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, because he was at Starrcade, weren't he?
Oh, I haven't watched it yet.
Well,
I have not watched it.
I don't think you get to see him because Starrcade's only an hour.
Yeah, they didn't show all of.
Yeah, they showed 1 hour of it.
Yeah,
and there was loads that missed out, which was weird. But apparently he was there doing something. So
okay.
But
yeah.
It
that's
turned out it was Elias.
Yeah.
Instead.
Got a little Elias strum.
Yeah.
Sings a song about Lashley. There's a couple of funny lines. I can't remember where he went now. I should have noted that down.
It was something about Leo and being a kid or something. He's gonna call that
Child Protective Services.
Yeah.
Because he keeps pointing at his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why he does that. It's bad. Very bad.
They have a match that gets called sort of after the commercial. I've just got like the end bit down really. Elias hits a jumping knee, which looks cool. I like that.
Yeah, he's gonna win, isn't he? But then Leo Rush pulls the referee out.
Yeah, Elias is on course to win, isn't he? Basically. Yeah.
Gets a DQ, but then obviously Corbin's there, so he said, "Oh, actually, this match is going to be a no DQ."
Keeps changing the rules, doesn't he?
Yeah, and then it just ends up in a big beatdown of Elias, doesn't it?
Yeah. He gets. What does he get? Gets his guitar jumped on.
Yeah.
Lashley smashes his guitar up, and then he gets beat down, as we said. Chairs into the crowd barrier. Corbin throws him into a Claymore kick. He gets hit into the steel steps. It's very similar to what happened to Braun.
Yeah, big spear, and then
Bobby takes the piss out of Braun. Does the run around the outside? Then he hits a spear. And that's actually leading up to the pin, isn't it? That.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And then
Lashley
Bobby wins. Yeah. The next bit's weird when he picked Alexa to be the general manager.
She's apparently said that she's not finished because people are saying, Alexa, you've not wrestled for, like you've been saying.
Yeah, she's not
been
on.
Wrestled for nearly 8 weeks, 2 months.
Yeah.
But apparently she's come out and said, like, I aren't done because people are worried.
Yeah, so I wonder if it's just a temporary thing.
Yeah, she's been given kind of like the women's GM role, sort of.
But then it was stupid because the commentary on this was saying, "Oh, she can't be GM because she's a superstar." But it's the same thing with Corbin. He's a superstar. And
Yeah.
They haven't said anything, so
Yeah, true.
it was stupid.
Yeah, like he's putting himself in matches every week.
Yeah, and they've not said anything. She was, "Oh, she'll abuse her power."
I never really actually noticed that little
Corbin's
oversight, but yeah, that's true.
Anyway, on to the next bit, and it was a very stupid.
I think his promos are getting worse, but I don't know if it's just because of what he's been scripted with.
It's just like, I don't know, like you think it. I just don't even know.
But as you know, I'm not into the whole Dean thing.
Well, it was a bit like it started off as a serious feud, and now it's gone a bit stupid and
he's getting a bit silly with it.
A bit goofy, and it basically was sat like in a medical centre somewhere, getting shots to avoid getting ill from the WWE universe.
Yeah, you don't want to catch any of their filthy diseases.
You don't want to get dysentery from them, so it was there getting boosters, and it was bad.
I didn't like it either.
It was stupid.
But I'm just not into this Dean turn. I thought it was too early to do it. They've done it. I mean, I've said this for about 4 weeks now.
Yeah.
I think they did it too early. They didn't have a proper reason for doing it. They've not set up exactly why he wants to do it.
Yeah, they haven't.
Because they're not telling us why he's done it.
They just rushed it with the whole Roman thing. They thought, oh, that'll be easy heat, we'll rush it, and it's just...
Yeah, silly. Then they asked Renee again about it, and we'll keep saying stop asking Renee about it because she says the same thing every week. Like, who out there sort of goes, oh, well, we'll ask Renee about it. Well, like, you know, who's putting that in the script and then and getting it to say the same thing every week?
It's just stupid. It's just, I don't like it. No. Let's move on to the next bad bit of the show, which is Luke.
It's making me feel like it was a bad show now, going back through it.
Lucha House Party versus The Revival for the second week in a row. And I'm thinking, 50-50 booking.
Same.
But then, Revival were complaining about Lucha House Party rules, saying they think it's stupid and it's not fair, which is just a handicap match.
Yeah.
But...
yeah, like, what's the other rule? There's no other rule other than they're allowed...
Just a 3-on-2. And then sort of, they all can come in the ring when they want, because the ref doesn't seem to stop them.
Yeah, I put that down. They stopped tagging.
Yeah.
They just stopped tagging halfway through the match. And Corey calls it out, because he does. Yeah. He always seems to call out mistakes.
Yeah.
He was like, what, so they're just allowed to do what they want now? And, like, Cole and Renee were like, yeah, it's a Lucha House Party rule. So he's like, what? So they can literally just do what they want then? It, like, obviously that wasn't what happened.
And then one of the commentators said, oh, well, I spoke to Baron Corbin before this match. I don't know when, because they're always on commentary, but like, I spoke to Baron Corbin before this match, and he doesn't like the Lucha House Party rules. But he's GM. Why didn't they stop it? And then one of them stupidly said, oh, well, it must have gone higher than him. But
Vince.
Stephanie or Vic. Yeah, it's just...
Vinnie Mac's been pulling rank.
It's ridiculous. And Lucha House Party won again.
Yeah.
What's happened to the Revival? They were the sole remaining tag team, weren't they?
In a sense, it makes sense that these teams are feuding, like we said last week, because the Revival are traditionalists going against the new style flippy stuff.
Yeah, but that's it now. They've lost twice in a row, so what's the point? And just as you think the Revival have been built up, they just lose. I reckon they'll leave.
They've destroyed them, haven't they? Oh, speaking of leaving, we'll interject in the middle of our Raw replay here with... Have you seen about the new promotion that's been set up by... thingy, who did all...
Oh, Elite.
Yeah, All Elite. Elite Wrestling.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Apparently, a certain Mr. Punk is interested in a return to wrestling.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Ooh, interesting. Apparently, Jericho might be part of it as well. Next up, we get Nia and Tamina arriving for a promo.
I don't like them two still.
No. Nia slags off Ronda. She says, since they faced off at Money in the Bank, she's lost her touch. But I was trying to think, surely Ronda won that match. So what's she on about?
I don't know.
She shows like clips of her beating her down in the match.
Yeah.
'Cause I think I remember that match being all right. Because I think she did get ragdolled about and then she turned it around, didn't she?
It was stupid because the match, it was like 4 months ago. Like, you won't be hurting from that 4 months ago.
No, but she was saying, like, since then, she's gone.
Same,
yeah, she's gone down, but
even though she hasn't.
I don't know what's she on about.
It was bad.
I think it's just bad script writing all episode, wasn't it?
It's really bad.
Ronda arrived. She's got that weird stuff on her eyes again. It makes her look like she's got pink eye. I was like, what's wrong with her eyes? And really just like pink stuff here.
Yeah, I don't like the eye makeup.
It's weird. She says she wants to fight now, but now he's like, nah. Then they surround her. Natty runs down to sort of help.
It was pointless. Natty run down and then
this was weird.
Flanked by the Riot Squad. What was the point in that?
Yeah, this was weird.
Rousey fought them all off, and that was it. And
why go from having it Ronda and
to
Tamina and Nia, who have got their own thing going on, to then being the Riot Squad and Natty?
Stupid.
I didn't get it. I just thought it was a really weird way to stitch it all together.
I didn't like it.
It's like, look, we need to get everyone on the show. Let's do this.
Let's move on because it was bad. And then came the worst bit of the night for me.
What was the bit where you said that you were really... There was one bit that really annoyed you. Was it this? Oh, yeah. Right, okay, right. Oh, because I was trying to think all the way throughout.
It was all of it. It was all crap.
No, but there was one bit you said that really annoyed you.
I was actually thinking, like, before we were recording, I was like, actually, was it that bad? And now going back through it, I'm just like, well, I didn't like that. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. That was crap. There's been one bit of the show that I've enjoyed. So there is one bit of the show I actually enjoyed.
Oh my god! What's up here?
Oh.
Mont. Back up there. Sorry, everyone.
Oh, it's a cat opening the door.
Oh. You've got a friend? That's what's happening. This is what we've got to deal with whilst we're recording.
How are you doing?
So Drake Maverick's backstage, and he's trying to make up for the fact that he wet himself the other week. He's giving it like a promo. And AOP speak English, which I didn't know that they could.
Yeah, they've spoke on...
I mean, it was only 2 words, but...
Yeah. I think they're alright at speaking English.
But when they're in the ring, they're like...
Yeah,
they go like crazy.
They've done it on NXT a couple of times, I believe.
I didn't know. I thought they were just totally...
No, and then they did it when they got rid of Elrig and a couple of weeks ago when they didn't have anybody. Nald, what are you doing?
I honestly didn't know. Just leave her, she'll be fine. So that leads to AOP and, as I've christened them, Team Glorious, having a tag team championship match.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
So there was a lot going on in this actually. So I have got a few notes for it. Drake Maverick steals Bobby Roode's robe, which causes a distraction. It looked hilarious because it was far too big for him. He runs up the ramp with the robe. Then he does the glorious taunt at the top of the ramp. He takes it to the toilet and pisses on it. So Drake's new thing is piss. That's his new gimmick. Wee.
Actual urine.
And they filmed it like as if he was properly doing it and everything.
Yeah.
Like clever camera angles and stuff, but
do you remember when the AOP were monsters and now
I know.
They've got...
Well, I was arguing with someone online about it. They were saying like, why do they need Drake Maverick? And I was like, because I thought they didn't speak English. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I was like, well, they had Paul, and then Paul didn't want to do full time.
Yeah.
So who else were they going to get put with? But I think I would rather see him just
not
be monsters and not have this goofy shit.
Not do this whole win by pissing. Why has he got this whole piss gimmick? Who thought it'll be a good idea to give him a pissy gimmick? It's so bad. It was so bad.
This was of all the hallmarks of Vince. He's got a very childish sense of humour.
When I was watching it, I was like, I bet Vince absolutely pissed himself watching this.
He loves stuff like
that.
And
he's so shit.
So the AOP won off the distraction because Bobby Roode was busy watching Drake wee on his robe. And then I just put they don't need this on the end of my notes here.
The only good thing that could happen is if they turn on Drew Maverick and just get rid of him. And
I suppose.
Nald is in the shot now. Right, Nald.
Hi, Nald.
Yeah, right.
Nald's in the show.
She's in the video. What? She's trying to claim the trophy.
We get Finn promo saying that he's on the right side of history because he's going against Corbin. That was just backstage.
Yeah.
Fox and Ember Moon as a preview to the Mixed Match Challenge, which Kurt Hawkins has been put in place of Braun.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, don't get me wrong, Kurt Hawkins is
AJ
probably...
Styles got replaced as well on...
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Hawkins is actually probably pretty decent despite his his booking.
Jeff Hardy has taken Styles' place in the mix match.
Right. Okay.
How many changes have they done to that, by the way?
Yeah,
a lot.
Yeah. But in terms of like a kayfabe, going from having Braun to Hawkins, who's not won in, what is it, 250 matches or something stupid that they're claiming. Anyway, so it was a quick match, Ember winning, but Fox got some offense in. I think she's underused, mate. I really do.
I don't like Fox.
See, I quite like her.
Yeah.
I think she's quite good.
The best thing about
I think she's underused.
This match was afterwards when Hawkins was celebrating as if he'd won the match.
Yeah, that was funny.
He was absolutely buzzing, weren't he? And then...
Is Monty in the shot? There he is.
Yeah, he's like right there.
Yeah, then straight after it was No Way Jose.
Yeah.
With this conga line.
But as he came out, Hawkins was loving it. He was dancing.
They joined the line, didn't they?
They joined the line, and that was highlight at the show. Hawkins.
Was that the bit that you enjoyed?
Kurt Hawkins was actually the highlight at the show. How bad's that? Monday Night Raw and Kurt Hawkins' highlight.
So I was a bit confused why he was coming out, but he was taking on Jinder.
And he was taking on Jinder.
Jinder wins from the Colossus. Absolutely no reaction from the crowd.
I'm not surprised.
Seth promo saying Dean is a coward. He issues an IC Open challenge.
This was bad as well.
Why? What? You say what you think was bad.
Right. So, I thought the whole IC challenge was good. Like, open challenge because Dean's not there. So I thought, he might just wrestle someone new, like someone different. But when Drew came out, I was like, not again.
Dolph.
Dolph came out.
So,
like, I know they have good matches and that, but I'm sick of it now. Like, how many times have we seen it?
I thought the same because I've openly said on this show that I like Ziggler and Seth in the ring. I think they always put on good matches, and they even alluded to it on commentary. Yeah, they were like, "Oh, it's the feud of this year." Because they've had so many matches this year.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm bored of that.
And actually, it started and I was like, oh, maybe these two are even bored of it because it was just loads and loads of like rest holds. They played Ziggler's music twice on the way down. Like it stopped, they did a promo and then started playing it again. Yeah. That was weird. But it did get going though.
It just had like people on Twitter like Zack Ryder and like people like that we haven't seen or like just other... I thought someone else could have come out.
Yeah, you could have given it to someone that's not been.
It's like it's a chance, and someone could have just like come out, but instead, Dolph Ziggler for like the 59th millionth time.
And Cole said on commentary that Dolph won the World Cup. I was like, no, he didn't.
Yeah,
I know, like technically, he was the last.
Yeah, but he never won it.
But he never won it, no. But yeah, it was a slow start, but actually. It got going. It wasn't as good as some of the other matches that they've had, but I do think that they redeemed it. There was Seth going for the stomp, which he missed, and then he went for another one immediately after, and he missed that one as well. And then he got hit with a zigzag, which was a close fall. There's a bit where Ziggler gets all in Seth's face, and he rolls him up 2 count. Ziggler hits that spike DDT, which always looks cool.
Yeah.
Then he goes up top, and we get Rollins doing his cat-like agility, and he gets a superplex Falcon Arrow, and he retains his title.
Yeah, I'd much rather like that if they did it with somebody new.
It did reek of like we have nothing else to do at the minute.
Yeah. Was there a match on this show that we haven't seen?
I don't think.
Was it literally all just matches that we've seen?
Or any that sort of progressed anything, really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Alexa heads to the ring. She's setting up a Q&A with Sasha and Bayley. She opens it up to the audience for questions. I'm assuming the girl that asked the question must have been a plant.
Definitely.
Because I was dreading it. I thought, oh my god, what if they get someone like some idiot?
Yeah.
The girls get jumped by all of the heels, and that's literally all that I've put there. Yeah, they got a beat down. And then we finish with Corbin versus Finn. I've literally put about 2 lines of notes here. He's heading for a Finn win, so Corbin changes the rules as he has been doing.
All these boys come out.
Well, he says it's a handicap now. Drew
Yeah.
comes out, Claymore kick, win.
Yeah.
So Finn loses, and then Lashley decides I'm going to come and join the party, and they all have a finisher party on him.
And
that was Raw.
That was Raw.
Raw rating, please, sir.
I'm not sure.
I'd be interested to see what you say here.
I'm going between two of them, and that two of them is a 1 or a 2.
Oh, no, you can't go as low as a 1.
A 2.
It wasn't a 1.
It wasn't a 1. It was a 2. Because now I look back at it, and I've got both animals going mental at my hand here.
You just got totally distracted, haven't you?
I know. Yeah, no, now that I look back at it again, I just did not like it. It was very bad. It was very, very bad.
Yeah, it was a below average show just because of the fact that we've seen everything before.
When my favourite bit, the only bit of the show that I liked was Kurt Hawkins dancing. That's when you know it's bad. So it's a 2 from me.
I think I'm going to go 3.
3.
I didn't think it was as bad as what
I
everyone had made out. I was expecting it to be much worse because everyone was telling me it was bad.
But
it was bad. Like, it wasn't a good show.
I think it's one of, if not one of the worst.
I feel like they always have a lull at this time of year, though.
Yeah, it was probably one of the worst shows I've watched in a while.
Well, there you go. Right. That is your Raw replay. We'll see you in our SmackDown synopsis. Make sure
Hopefully, SmackDown will be better. Can't be much worse.
Hopefully. We will see you later. Thanks for watching.